Welcome to F-Indoc TV. I'm your host, Tony Johnson. Most people would say, what is F-Indoc? Well, F-Indoc is an idea. It's a movement. It's a set of circumstances in which I'm running this channel. F-Indoc is fighting indoctrination, or fuck indoctrination. Have you ever had a set of beliefs and never questioned them? Have you ever challenged groupthink? Have you ever encountered groupthink mentality or herd mentality? Well, that is the purpose of this channel. I'm going to be challenging many topics, many subjects, and I'm also going to be talking about things that are very controversial. Some people might not like what I say. I don't care. You might not like what I say. There's so many different choices on YouTube. Why come here? It's very simple. We're living in a time right now where America has lost its footing in terms of common sense. I believe that in this time period, we need to get back to common sense. Common sense ideas, common sense logic. We don't look at the facts. We go by what we feel versus what the facts are in front of our eyes. We allow the media to manipulate us. We allow corporations to also take advantage of people like you and me. That is what my channel is all about. Fighting indoctrination and fuck indoctrination. It's about challenging social structures. It's about challenging government, making comparisons and cautionary tales about history, about media, about the language that we use in everyday life. That is the purpose of this channel. In this channel, we're going to be analyzing ads, analyzing commercials, music, TV shows, and movies. Things that we consume on a daily basis. We're going to have social commentary on different issues in the news, celebrities, historical figures, and also social commentary on my hometown, Baltimore, Maryland. Now let me give you a backstory, just a little brief backstory about me. I was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. I've been here my whole life, and I've seen my city go through a dramatic change and a dramatic transition. And I'm going to use this platform to speak out about the social issues that are going on in Baltimore City, as well as America. It is time to be what I call contrarian. Now, most people will ask, what is contrarian? It's basically thinking outside the box, not going with trends, not settling for the status quo. F-Indoc, and the basic principle and the value about this channel is that it is time to question the status quo in American government and understanding history, so that when we move forward, we don't repeat the past mistakes. 5 years ago, I graduated from Towson University with a degree in mass communications. It's been a passion of mine for a very long time. I was a concentration in public relations, and I love the study of public relations because it deals and it segues with American history. One of my biggest things is that I am a very big advocate, and I am very passionate about American history and world history and propaganda and persuasion. Some of the things that I've learned in history have dealt with propaganda and persuasion, and how media is used to control the masses and to change and sway public opinion. The beauty about this channel is that we're going to explore all those things, because I love American history and I'm very passionate about history. This channel is also for black men. Me and you, as brothers, we have to have a conversation. We have to talk about what's ailing us in our own communities. And F-Indoc Media and F-Indoc TV is all about that. I hope that through starting this channel, that we can start a movement in this country and do something different, and not just the same things that we've been doing. I'm going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about controversy. We're going to talk about things that also may not be able to be shown on this channel once I have the website up and running. But if you're seeing this video, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for hearing my voice, and thank you for hearing my message. Now, my thing is, my main question is, are you a part of the herd, or are you contrarian? Because many people are just following trends. Social media has become a very big thing. Social media has controlled us, manipulated us. We don't know fact from fiction. And in this era, in 2019, media literacy is an important task that we need to address, so that our children and our families can fight this disease of fake news or sensationalized journalism. I grew up in an era of sensationalism. I grew up in the 90s where things were different. There was no political correctness. There was no public opinion swaying juries and court cases. When people had an opinion, it stayed just that, an opinion, not a fact. Now, opinions have become facts now. And we're not able to decipher between fact and opinion. And that is one of the biggest problems about this decade that we're having right now. Because of the proliferation of social media, we cannot be an educated society in telling the difference between fact and fiction. It's May 19th, and today would be Malcolm X's birthday. It's one of the reasons I launched this channel on Malcolm X's birthday, May 19th. Because to me, Malcolm X is a personal hero of mine. Because he was contrarian. He didn't follow the status quo. What made him a man was when he stepped outside of his own box and analyzed the world for himself, and then spread that message to everybody else to empower them to become independent thinkers. One of my favorite lines and quotes from Malcolm X is this: "The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. And that's power, because they control the minds of the masses." This is a beautiful quote, and something that I loved about Malcolm X ever since I read his books and read his speeches. That is one of the main reasons why I'm starting this channel. Because it's time for people to stand up and speak out against the media, against corporations, against this mindlessness that has pervaded the United States. We follow trends and they get old. We go from one extreme to the next. We're a purely reactionary society. We don't take time to look at the facts and make logical judgments about certain things. But here at F-Indoc TV, we're going to do something different that has never been done before. And that is, we're going to challenge the system. We're going to challenge media. We're going to challenge America with facts, not conspiracies, and not social media and rumors. Facts. Just the facts. Because certain things aren't talked about in the media, they go under the radar. But here, I'm going to put them out front and center. One of my first subjects that I will be discussing on this channel is Red Summer, the riots, and making a case that if we're going to have a conversation today about reparations, we will have to point to Red Summer riots as a case and as a foundation for why African Americans need reparations in this country. We're also going to be talking about history and pop culture. We're going to be analyzing music. We're going to have a lot of fun here, and I hope that you join me in this journey. And I hope that you become a subscriber of my channel, because you're going to get a lot of information, and it's going to be different, and we're going to have fun, and hopefully more people join. We could do live streams together. F-Indoc is not just a channel, it's an idea, and it's a movement of free thinkers and contrarians. I believe that 2020 we will see more people reject the ideologies of the United States that were once held into place. I think that the 2020s will be the era of free thinkers. There will be a new renaissance of free thinkers in this country. And I'm proud to actually be the first, because I don't go by what everybody tells me to think. The problem with our educational system, the problem with the student loan debts, nobody's talking about that. Nobody is talking about how these situations affect people like you and people like us. But I'm going to talk about it because I'm an American citizen. I'm an American. I'm a registered voter. And nobody is listening. Nobody is listening. The people that we sent to put in positions of power, they've sold you out and they've sold me out. And I'm also going to talk about Baltimore as well, because we as a city have been a political pawn of politics. And because we're the pawn in a political game that's being played at City Hall, nothing has changed in my city. The leaders haven't done anything. They say they're going to change. They promise to change. But we get the same old mess every year. So what I want you to do is I want you to subscribe. And I want you to hit the like button. And then I also want you to share this video with as many people as you possibly can, because I'm launching a movement, and it's time that everybody get on board with it, because F-Indoc is coming around the corner. 2020 will be the year of the contrarian. And I want you to be contrarian too. I want you to be a free thinker. Don't go with an opinion just because you agree. Don't agree with somebody because you want to keep them from being mad at you or being angry with you. You don't have to go with what everybody is going with. You don't have to do that. we need to learn a level of civility again, because this era of Trump has gotten people going crazy. Whether you're right or you're left, I really don't care, because all of us are Americans. I don't care if you come from the poorest part of West Virginia or the richest part of New York City. I believe you're an American just like me. And I believe that the only way to break these divides in this country is to have a conversation and to talk and to discuss these things and not look at somebody as the enemy. Because at the end of the day, that's what America wants. That's what our government wants, divide and conquer. Malcolm X talked about this very thing. We're divided amongst each other. And I think it's time that we come together. Black, white, Mexican, Latino, Asian. Doesn't matter. As long as you do right by me, I will do right by you. And that's the whole purpose of this channel. So, before I close out this broadcast, I want you to thank you for listening and thank you for coming to the channel, and welcome to F-Indoc TV. And we got more coming, so stay tuned.